everybody, and welcome back to the Second Great War. Appears there's a bit of a firefight going on up the hill there. Probably wise to keep an eye out, but stay out of it in general. We don't want to be caught with our trousers down. Oh, I see the Luftwaffe are going places. So, it appears to be another day in the Second World War. Oh dear. Blasted Czech tanks. Always causing trouble. Alright, up we go. Oh, seriously? A 303 caliber bolt action rifle, point blank range inside his gut, and it doesn't fucking kill him. Bollocks. Alright, well, got ammo, so that should be fine, I suppose. Alright, let's follow our squad there, mate. Right, let's go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, looks like one of our lads has been. Alright. Keeping an eye out, friends. Ah, see? Sometimes it pays just to be a medic and not worry about the stressful things of life. Oh dear. Well, I think it's about time we need to retake some of our positions. Oh, we are in France. For some reason I had an inkling we were actually in Belgium or somewhere. Alright. Keeping my eye out with my unreliable number 5 carbine. See a couple of allies over there. You know, we're not actually in a bad spot where we are to keep an eye out for things. I see enemies over to the left there. What are we reckoning? I say we move in and around. Oh, enemies over there. Alright. I did not actually deserve to survive that. Oh, bastard. Oh, he's using a Webley, so I cannot fault him too badly, I suppose. Oh. Damn it. Of course they get a second win the second I join. I don't like the enemy. I'll be honest, it would be much easier if they would just die. I know this is a foreign concept, but of course we've lost objective Emian. Alright. Keeping an eye out. Bastard. First off, as a New Zealander, I think you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Using an M2 carbine. A, that gun did not exist in the Second World War, well, 1944, where we're fighting. And second, it's an overpowered bastard gun, and if you use it, you have no fucking soul. Alright. No one else needs medical supplies. Good. Alright. I should probably dump this number 5 carbine because it's not actually a grand firearm, is it? There's no real other submachine gun or weapon exclusive to the medic class I'd like to use. I've upgraded the Sten, the MP40, the Finnish submachine gun. I mean, there's the MP28 and a few side-off guns, but I like to upgrade weapons I don't usually would think about. Alright. Keeping an eye out. I cannot believe he stood still long enough for me to actually shoot him. Oh, that was actually a decent duel. Breeder M1950. Oh, it must have been one of those experimental Italian rifles. They were certainly guilty of making a few of those over the years. What other firearms could we use? M3 grease gun? Type 100's garbage. MP28? We'll try the MP28. What's better, the 28 or the 34? About the same, really. 34 seems to be a bit better. We'll give it a shot, shall we? May as well try a few more different weapons. 'Tis what's in the season. Oh, the sights on the 34 are garbage. Only a 20 round magazine too. The 28 at least has a 30 round. Ah, well, we can't knock the weapon until we try it. Alright. Nice to see the Panzer Division. Well, the Panzer Divisions. We have a single Czechoslovakian 38T, which was a good chassis. Like, a lot of successful tanks were created off the chassis of the 38. But that's not really effective tanks. That's more, it was more effective assault guns. Alright, well, I guess they won that fight. Right. Get up, soldier. Alright, we've got the 38T moving in. We've got infantry on the front ranks. That 38T can't blitzkrieg by itself. It needs infantry to protect it from the AT weapons. All it will take was a couple of British lads with Piats sitting in the hedgerows and they'll be stuffed. Flare gun, of course. Alright. Right. Some medical supplies. I guess the 38T did manage to clear them out by itself. I'm slightly surprised. I suppose a tank is a tank, even if it is just a 38. Although, I'd rather have a 38T than a bloody French tank. What idiots have one-man turrets? Like, God. Only the Renault FT17 gets that excuse, because it was made in 1917. Like, the French tanks, and even the British tanks, had one-man turrets in the Second World War. We're just retarded. Like, I cannot believe somebody thought that was a good idea. But, oh well. Takes all sorts, I suppose. Alright. Nicely done. Keeping an eye out. Don't see anybody. Ah, Bren carrier. Or universal carrier as they like to call it. Do they call it universal carrier? Yeah. It's actually the Bren carrier. They called it the universal carrier, I think, because that was how they built it for the French. Not the French, the Canadians and things. They marketed it as the universal carrier rather than the brain gun carrier. Nicely done. Alright. Cover me, lads. Alright, I guess you're expecting me to go bum first into this. Get inside. I'm just going to Lord, protect me. Let your church protect me. Wow, your church is getting shot to shit by 25 pounders. Cool. Alright. Cool, still alive. Are you fucking serious? There was a British scum hiding in the church that shot me. That's just my opinion of desecrating a church with your act of murder. Good, nicely done, medic supplies. Alright. Hold on, squad mate. Get up. There you go. Right, creeping around. There, I see an ally. British soldier, other side of that building. Got him. I guess that's the idea of patience. Rather than trying to charge out to meet him, I just held up where I was and waited for him. Anyone with a pit? Bollocks. Hopefully the smoke will keep one of our lads alive. Oh, look at that. A British man camping in a corner with a fucking STG. Just accept you're being a cheapskate asshole. Can we have servers for people who play the game and servers for people who are assholes? It would certainly make life a lot more interesting. And a lot nicer. Fucking prick. Oh, he's got a wait, what? That looks like a Lee Enfield Long Tom. What gun was he armed with? Doesn't matter. It looked like a Long Tom, like Lee Enfield, because of the barrel and magazine. Odd. Ah, nice to see the RAF getting blown up for a change. Rather than the Luftwaffe copping it this time. Alright. Oh. Looks like there's a Wirbelwind Flat Panzer engaging in a bit of a gun duel with somebody. Looks like our 38T has run afoul of British anti-tank guns. Ah! Prick! Oh, it's that guy again. Yeah, him and his using his fucking experimental rifle and shooting people in the back. I bet he's a fucking sapper. Like, actually playing it, because only they would play like that. I give the Aussies shit. But at least the Aussies actually play a little bit more decently. Fuck. Also, I must ask, historical accuracy in games is never a huge priority with designers, and I accept that. But, did they ever read a fucking history book? That Valentine blew me up with a high explosive round. Yet the Valentine was only armed with a 2-pounder gun. Now 2-pounders could only fire armor-piercing shot, because the British were very weird about their tanks in the early days. So, why? You could have used different tanks aside from a Valentine. You could have used a Cromwell. They had a universal 75mm gun. You could have used Oh shit. Cromwells, you could use Shermans, you could have used Comets. There's like a whole bunch of other tanks you could have used aside from a Valentine, which had actually bloody high explosive guns, but I suppose they want to be whatever. Fuck's sake. Of course I pick in a French piece of shit assault rifle that doesn't... Oh, thank you. It doesn't kill anything. Of course there's a guy in here. Eat shit and die, you fucking cunt. Yeah, I don't blame you for putting a bullet into that corpse. This British team is such a bunch of cunts. At least someone managed to blow up that Valentine, which is nice. Alright. Now I want 500 British soldiers dead. Or 200 British soldiers dead. So we can win this. And then I'm going to implement my policy that all Australians and South Africans must be quarantined. Alright. I think we did manage to destroy that Valentine, which is good. Oh, Universal Carrier. And a British soldier. Alright, get up, soldier. Oh, nice, I'm now officially a sergeant. Oh, that's good. I suppose. Yeah, that was that bloody brain carrier. Oh, there's that brain carrier. Okay. I knew there would be someone there, and it's that prick with the fucking STG again. The STG, the M2 carbine, if you use them, you are just accepting you have no skill and you're a dick. Like this person, even in my squad, you've got a gold-plated STG-44, you're a douche. It doesn't matter that you're in my squad, you're still a douchebag. The STG is a weapon for people with no skill. Why do you think I use fucked up French weaponry and shit all the time? Because it's actually more honourable to do it properly. Bollocks. See, that's a Valentine Archer. That had a gun that could fire high explosive as well as armor-piercing shells. So the fact that it blew me up instantly doesn't bother me so much because that is actually, it had a universal gun. Although I'm going to use my borrowed Piat and blow it up. We have taken objective Caesar. That cunt again. This fucking Italian piece of shit rifle. Do me a favour, mate. Take that rifle, put it in your mouth, and pull the trigger. And if you're still alive after the first shot, then empty the magazine into your brain. Yes, I'm getting salty because, can I be honest? Oh, can I be honest? In that I prefer multiplayer games that don't have people. I know it sounds bizarro logic, but I actually hate interacting with other human beings over games because they're all dicks. My favourite multiplayer games are where people I can play online games, but I can play against AI. Suck it, asshole. Yeah, thank you, Piat. But yeah, all my favourite online games are games where I can play against bots. If I could play this with, like, the down-level bots, then I would be far happier. Ah, and of course it's the prick with the... That guy still hasn't killed himself. I asked him to put his gun in his mouth and pull the trigger. I guess he didn't hear me. Ooh, this French assault rifle has quite a big recoil to it. I hate that bastard and I want him to die. I want him to get the virus and die in pain. Alright. See, it can go either way. We've got the advantage, but it will just take a few asshole... Yeah, a few asshole players to ruin it. And you're using an M2 carbine. So you're just identifying that you play to win. Just kill yourself. Seriously, using an M2 carbine, just do it. Although you can't actually get an M2 carbine in this country because of Madam Jacinda and her bullshit. But don't get me started on politics and the evils of liberalism. Because I'll go all bloody day. Right. Hit firing with an M1 Garand and somehow managed to get that guy in the head. See, I respect him more because he was using the assault rifle I was using. It's French one that was notoriously inaccurate. See, I'm more respectful of someone who kills me with an obscure weapon, or a revolver or something. If you're killing me with an M2 carbine, then you're just announcing you're a bastard. See, a man camping on... Even though he's using an obscure machine gun, someone camping on the rooftop with a heavy machine gun, that doesn't impress me. Like, that guy is just being a tool. I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the right mood for fighting wars and playing games at the moment. Maybe I should just do what I was originally planning to do this evening and watch more Yes Minister. Let's talk about Yes Minister. You know, it's far more interesting than fighting this game. So, for those of you who don't recommend it, I highly recommend Yes Minister. It is a satirical comedy about the inner workings of the British government in the 1980s. And it kind of goes into a lot of... It's comedic, but it's actually very satirical, so it's kind of got a lot of truth to it. Going into things about how, you know, the civil service works. Sorry, just trying to blow up this tank. Wow, my grenade didn't go off. That was depressing. But yeah, it goes into how the British government works and all the different departments and the civil service. And it kind of goes in behind the scenes into some of the absurdity of, you know, middle managers whose job it is to oversee other middle managers, whose job it is to oversee, you know, the third middle line of middle managers. It's a very comedic, satirical approach of, you know, how the British government works. And it's also, you know, very amusing in general. I think Margaret Thatcher, who was British Prime Minister in the 80s, actually described it as almost being a documentary. I think one of her famous lines was, "Do you watch the show, Madam Prime Minister?" And she went, "Yes, but none of us laugh when we hear it." And I'm like, yep. Churchill. See, that was the other tank that had a Churchill Crocodile. Oh, that's awesome. See, that's what the grenade should have done. But as I was saying, yes, said none of us laugh because it's a bit too close to the truth. So it's actually a very good show. It was also a radio drama before it actually became a TV show, which is common of some of the British stuff at the time. Hurry up and reload the pit. Ooh, one more hit of that pit would have got him. Oh, well. So yeah, really good comedy show. The also other show I've been watching is Justice League Unlimited, which is the... it's basically the sequel to Batman the Animated Series from the 90s and Superman the Animated Series from the 90s. It's a really good show. Where is that bloody Churchill? Ow. Oh! Oh, it's hiding behind... That's clever! Hiding behind the ruined tank for cover. That's not a bad idea. Well, we've lost this match. And I honestly blame the fact that the other team were deliberately using the bullshit weapons. Oh, well. I'm gonna go watch Yes Minister, because I cannot be fucked playing any more video games today.